जब से स्कूल बंद हुए हैं तब से कोविड-19 महामारी के कारण आप लोगों की कोई भी क्लास नहीं हो पाई है। आप लोग क्लास 12th के स्टूडेंट हैं। आपके लिए यह समय बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। समय तेज़ी से बीता जा रहा है। इस सब को देखते हुए हमारी समिति, नवोदय विद्यालय समिति ने ऑनलाइन क्लासेस चलाने का फैसला किया है। आज हमारी पहली क्लास है। जब से आप 12th में आए हैं तो सबसे पहले हम अपने सब्जेक्ट में क्या सिलेबस है उसको डिस्कस करेंगे। एज यू नो दैट you have the 9 unit in your subject physics. The marks distribution as per the CBSE as follows. There the first unit is electrostatic. Electrostatic contains 2 chapters as per the NCERT. The first is electric charge and electric field. Second is electric potential and capacitance, and its weightage as per the CBSE is 9 marks. Second unit is current electricity. It contains 1 chapter as per the NCERT and its weightage is 7 marks. Third unit is magnetic effect of current. As per the NCERT, it contains the two chapter 4 and chapter 5, and its weightage is 9 marks. And the fourth unit is electromagnetic induction. It also containing the 2 chapter as per the NCERT, and its weightage as per the CBSE is 8 marks. Fifth unit is electromagnetic wave. This is a very small unit, but this is a very scoring unit, and its weightage is 3 marks. Sixth unit is optics. Optics contains the ray optics and wave optics, and its weightage is 15 marks. Seventh unit is dual nature of matter and radiation, and its weightage is 5 marks. 8th unit is atoms and nuclei, and its weightage is 7 marks, and it covers 2 chapters as per the NCERT, atoms, and the chapter is nuclei. Last unit is electronic devices. It covers the last chapter of your syllabus, semiconductor, electronic devices and simple circuits. Its weightage is 7 marks. So the total question paper as per the CBSE allotted 70 marks and 30 marks for practical. For secure good marks in exam, this is very important to know the weightage as per the chapter. So today we will start the first unit, electrostatic. Electrostatics. Do you know what is the electrostatics? Electrostatics is the branch of physics which deals with the study of charge, due to which electric force, electric field, electric potential is produced, and the charge is at rest. This is also known as frictional electricity. How does the frictional electricity is produced? Frictional electricity is produced by rubbing of two bodies together. There are the number of example in our day-to-day life which are based on electrostatics, frictional electricity. For example, do you know capacitor? Capacitor is based on the principle of electrostatics. Do you see the photocopier machine? It is also based on the principle of electrostatics. And do you know a Van de Graaff generator? But this time it is out of syllabus. It is the device which produces the high electric potential. It is also based on electrostatics principle and the natural phenomena lightning and thunder, जिसके बारे में लोग पहले इसको सुपर नेचुरल फिनोमिना कहते थे, लेकिन जैसे जैसे लोगों ने इसको जाना तो उन्हें पता चला कि जो लाइटनिंग एंड थंडर है इट कैन बी एक्सप्लेन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ नॉलेज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक. नाउ इन दिस lecture today we will cover the topic properties of electric charges, frictional electricity and Coulomb's law. To start this lecture, at first we will discuss electric charge. What is the electric charge? Electric charge is a physical property of matter which cause it to experience a force when placed near other matter. Electric charge is a physical quantity due to which all the electric effects are produced. Electric charge is a quantity which can be measured. There are the two kind of charges. There are the two kind of charges. Do you know the as per the Benjamin Franklin, it is a great physicist. There are the two type of charges, positive and negative. You know that when the glass rod is rubbed with the silk, glass rod has the positive charge and silk has the negative charge. Look at here. When ebonite rod rubbed with the cat skin, then ebonite rod has the negative charge and cat skin has the positive charge. What is the reason glass rod has positive charge and silk has the negative charge? Because electron in the glass rod are loosely bound in it than the electrons in silk. So when glass and silk are rubbed together, the comparatively loosely bound electrons from glass get transferred to silk. As a result, glass becomes positively charged and silk negatively charged. Similarly, ebonite rod negatively charged and cat skin positively charged. It is very important to note that the electrification of a body is due to the transfer of electron from one body to another body. Which body lose the electron, it get positive charge, and which accept the electron, which positive charge. If the two bodies from the following list are rubbed together, the body appearing early in the list is positively charged, whereas the latter is negatively charged, like fur, glass, silk, human body, cotton, wood, sealing wax, amber, resin, sulfur, rubber, ebonite. In column, first glass rubbed with silk, glass positive charge, silk has negative charge. Wood rubbed with amber, ebonite rod, or rubber, the wool has the negative charge. Amber, ebonite rod, rubber has the negative charge. Ebonite rod, when rubbed with polythene has the negative charge, and ebonite acquired the positive charge. Dry hair rubbed with comb, then dry hair has the positive charge and comb has the negative charge. आपको याद है हम लोग बचपन में क्या करते थे कि कंघे को अपने ड्राई एयर में करते थे, उससे स्मॉल बिट ऑफ पेपर को अट्रैक्ट करते थे. इट मीन्स द ड्राई कॉम इज इलेक्ट्रीफाइड. it attract the board of paper, a bit of paper. They are the number of examples. A person walking briskly on a dry carpet get electrified. During landing or taking off, the tire of an aircraft get electrified. It means there are the two type of charge, positive charge and negative charge. Now we will discuss properties of electric charge. The first is there exists only two type of charge, namely positive charge and negative charge. The second one is like charge repel and unlike charge attract to each other. Suppose that you have the glass rod, it rub with silk, and glass rod has the positive charge and silk has the negative charge. Another glass rod also rub with silk, and then if the both glass rod freely suspended and come closer to each other, they repel to each other. But ebonite rod which rub with the cat skin, it come closer to the glass rod, they are attract to each other. It means the like charge repel to each other and unlike charge attract to each other. Charge is a physical quantity है, and this is a scalar quantity because it can be explained only by magnitude. It cannot require any direction for representation. Charge is a scalar quantity and its unit is coulomb. Charge is additive nature. Suppose that a body, it has the few charge at its different part, plus 2 coulomb plus 5 coulomb minus 3 coulomb. If we add all these charges, because this is a scalar quantity, so we have to do algebraic sum. The total charge is 4 coulomb. Now this is a very important point. Charge is quantized. What is the quantization? That is, electric charge exists in discrete packets rather than in continuous amount. Or we can say that charge can be expressed in the integral multiple fundamental electronic charges, or we can say that a charge can present in the form of electron or proton, or we can write it is the integral multiple of charge on electron or proton. Q is equal to plus minus NE, where N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Now the 6 is charge is conserved. Charge, you know that what is the law of conservation? It states that it neither created nor destroyed. It can be transformed from one body to another body, or we can say that the algebraic sum of positive and negative charges in an isolated system remain conserved. Example, when a glass rod is rubbed with silk, negative charge appear on the silk and equal amount of positive charge appear on the glass rod. The negative charge on the glass silk system remains zero before and after rubbing. जब हमने उनको रब नहीं किया था, glass rod has the charge is zero, silk has zero. When we rub, some electrons are transferred from glass rod to silk. So silk has the negative charge and glass rod has the positive charge, but the total charge on the system is zero. So we can say that the charge is conserved. It does not change with velocity also. This is a very important point. Recently, the existence of quark of charge 1/3 e, 2/3 e has been postulated. If the quark are detected in any experiment with concrete practical evidence, then the minimum value of quantum of charge will be either 1/3 electron charge or 2/3 electron charge. However, the law of quantization will hold good. यहाँ एक नया वर्ड आया है क्वार्क, तो ये आपके लिए असाइनमेंट है कि आपको इसका आंसर ढूंढना है कि व्हाट इज द क्वार्क, और नहीं तो हम अपने अगले लेक्चर में इसको डिस्कस करेंगे कि क्वार्क क्या है. नाउ दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लॉ. दिस इज द फंडामेंटल लॉ, कूलम्स लॉ. कूलम्स लॉ, force between the 2 point charges. According to the Coulomb's law, the force of attraction or repulsion between 2 point electric charge is directly proportional to the product of their charge and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them and act along the line joining the two charge. Strictly speaking, Coulomb's law applies to stationary point charges. It holds the good result for only point charges. What is the point charge? What is the point charge? Because their dimension is very small in comparison the distance of the observation. Suppose that this is the charge q1 and this is q2 and the distance between them is r. The force of attraction or repulsion between them is directly proportional to the product of charges q1 and q2, and it is also inversely proportional to the square of distance between them, or we can say that it obey the inverse square law. If we combining both equation, f is proportional to q1 q2 upon r square, or we can say that f is equal to k q1 q2 upon r square, where k is a positive constant of proportionality called electrostatic force constant or Coulomb's constant. The value of Coulomb constant in vacuum is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, where epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. What is the permittivity? What is the permittivity? Extent of difficulty to prefer the electric lines in a medium. This is called the permittivity. In a medium, we can write k is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon. It means the permittivity is different for the different medium. Epsilon is also called the dielectric medium or absolute permittivity. Dielectric constant or relative permittivity